Welcome to Royal Oak Comics Party, episode 6. Today our guest is Joel Dunn, the mighty Oktored. Musician and DJ, holding it down for Madison Heights.
Are you tired?
No, I just woke up a little bit ago.
You only are awake at night, aren't you?
Kind of. Sometimes I've been trying to be up, like, not raccoon schedule lately, but I just fall back into it.
That's when all the good garbage is out, though.
Good eats. Good eats, man. It's free. So.
But you've maintained a lifestyle that is pretty much, you can work on music all day and you don't have to have a normal guy job.
Yeah, man.
And your records come out and you DJ at places.
Yeah.
They do come out. I've seen them come out.
They do come out. They still come out somehow. I don't have anything to do with that. I just submit the music, and it's like magic. It's a magic process.
So you're saying you have no idea how it works?
I have absolutely no idea how it works. There's money involved that's not mine, and then I don't see the money that comes back in because it wasn't mine to begin with. And then, yeah, publishing. I'm waiting on publishing money.
What does that mean?
That means I was on Star's network for 50 Cent show called Power. It's like you sell cocaine, and then you open a club, but you don't want to sell cocaine anymore. So now you run the club where you sell cocaine legally because it's your club. And then they put our shitty song in there.
Wait, is
in
this
a club scene?
Is this like a Home and Garden TV kind of thing? Like flip this
Said it was
club?
on Stars
No,
Network.
it's on Star's network.
I don't know what that means.
It's with the Stars with a Z. It's a premium channel. Like
For
home
the
box office.
It's
Is there like sexy stuff on there?
I don't know. I don't have premium channels. My parents don't foot that bill. So I don't make television decisions in the house. I don't contribute. So I get one meal a day, and I get to use my cell phone whenever I'd like. So they throttle my internet usage. And it's
Your
slow.
parents know how to throttle your internet usage?
Wow does.
Oh,
Wow
I was going to
does.
say.
But they don't get Comcast.
Holy moly.
'Cause Comcast won't throttle us. But I just upload way too much stuff.
Where are you uploading stuff to? Just music all the time? Or
Yeah,
what?
just Facebook.
Yeah.
Just constant. Instead of like, functional Dropbox link, send one track to everybody via Facebook. So
Just in individual chats?
yeah, it's easier. I don't lose those links because they don't exist. And then Facebook is cluttered with my shit. Like cluttered, like so much garbage, like glittery dick pics, bad music.
There were some rubber butts on there the other day.
Yeah.
What are rubber butts?
Oh,
There was the subtitle was like "Throw
Fuck
your
my black
girlfriend away" or something.
fuck my black ass, dude. So my mom works for a law firm, and she was sitting on Facebook, and it came up, and I got a phone call about you can't post this because it comes up on my news feed.
What?
Because she's got to check Facebook at work.
Well, there's nothing else to do when you're a receptionist.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there is. I'm
She could just not be friends with you.
none of my other family is. We
She was
have
the last one.
her and my dad, and my Republican uncle, because then he gets someone to fight with always. Like, I make a post, my friends will go, "Burp, dicks and farts," and he'll be like, "Blame Obama for this. It wasn't for Obama."
Thanks, Obama.
The fun is over.
Yeah, but keeps it real sexy. He keeps it real sexy.
But you were in New York?
I was.
When? This weekend?
Last 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
When is this going to air? I was in New York
At our
7
leisure.
months ago.
Okay, yeah. That's when it'll air.
I'm in jail now. But I was in New York 7 months ago. And it was great. It rained the whole time.
Sounds good.
I ate food. I bought an expensive hat.
Is it that hat?
Was it the hat that you were showing us the other day? Or no, that was before you went there.
Yeah.
You had like an alligator hat or
This
something.
is alligator. It has crocodile skin on the back. It's
Is it a special kind of alligator skin?
It's crocodile. That's special of an alligator.
An alligator is not a crocodile? Is that two different things?
Two different things, man.
Oh, crap.
This one was easier to catch because it hangs out on the beach in the sand.
You caught it?
No.
So it's a hindrance. It's a pest animal. An endangered crocodile.
So you live like a raccoon that kills crocodiles that live on the beach.
Yep. At nighttime. Only night. I'm a night killer. That's why I'm in jail.
Oh my God.
So what did you play in New York?
I played Sludge for an hour. I played Ghetto Tech for an hour, and then they cut me off.
They told you to stop?
It was the time change. We were supposed to go till 4 a.m., but at that point, they were like, we're done. It was the people that brought me out usually have this one bar or spot, I don't know, I've never been there, that they threw parties at, were very successful, and then through gentrification, it got bought by some, white people and turned into a not fun establishment to throw bad techno parties at. So
Yeah.
they moved it to this, Puerto Rican-owned hipster dive bar with creamy mac and cheese delicacies. And so it's a bar where they play, Sepultura and, Motorhead. And then you walk through the back door into this corridor, and there's, art spaces. So we're in the art space. So the problem being, you don't pay to get into the bar, but you still get to hang out with everybody at the party because they're at the bar. But to walk into the other room costs money. So it's just an odd...
They're getting free fun, is what you're saying.
But they can't hear us, though. So they get the metal, and the techno is in the other room. So
there's nothing to indicate that you're in a room that's right next to them.
There's flyers in the bathroom.
Is it like...
That was it.
Is it like smoking cigarettes at a Detroit show? That 90% of the time you're at the thing, you're actually hanging out in the metal bar instead of actually
I actually was
dance
outside
event?
the whole night smoking cigarettes.
Oh, so that's double cigarette buffer.
Yeah.
All the time that you would have been dancing, you're actually in the metal bar, but then all the rest of the time, you're in the smoking cigarettes up front.
There were a lot of people in there, but it would have been more. It was just it was a weird layout, It was no fun for anybody. But I had a lot of fun because I wasn't in Detroit.
Right.
Dealing with any of the hipsters here. Because they're hipsters. Well, it was the same because nobody in Brooklyn is from Brooklyn. From Clinton Township or rural Nevada or rural wherever because you can't be gay in rural areas. You can be gay in Brooklyn.
Right.
And make art. Witch House. You can make Witch House and convince all your friends you went to high school with you're better than them because now you pay $1,400 for 200 square feet of property. And you made it, baby. You made it. You made it in Brooklyn.
You got your witch house.
You got your witch house.
Witch loft.
Yeah.
A loft is a big space, but a witch loft is a very small division of that larger space.
Yeah, shared communal witch space.
My own witch space.
It's my
own witch space.
It's better than Moombahton, right? Witch House lasted longer than Moombahton?
Is that done now? All the Moomba stuff is done?
No. People still make the same song.
Oh.
Constantly. Never progressed. And as far as I'm concerned, the entire genre was that Diplo mixtape.
Yeah.
That was the whole genre. That was it. We all tried to...
You made that song for a while?
That. Yeah, once. That was one of my best-selling items ever.
Really?
Because we bootlegged the shit out of 2 Live Crew. Openly.
I remember those tracks. I remember though, I had those, and then I remember trying to play them out, and it's like, this is a horrible tempo, with everything's terribly swung. This won't go with any of the music I like playing out.
And I'm still doing that, but we call it sludge now.
Right.
Took the lasers out and made it more like depressing, like way more sexual, and boom, sludge.
What'd you replace the lasers with?
Nothing. We just took them out. There's nothing added, and we like divided the snare count, so there's less snare too. So we just took a lot out.
Less things happen.
Okay.
It's noisier.
And the hi-hats are really low.
So it's just called Moo now?
No, just sludge. And like, people buy it. For some reason, they don't realize that it's just bad techno. Like, poorly produced.
If you had like rare techno records, could you just slow them down and then put them out as new sludge tracks?
Yeah. All day. I mean, you could do that anyways. You could just call yourself an edit label.
Oh, yeah.
And those records sell more than actual good music these days. You can make edits all day of just garbage. And people are like, this is great. I've never heard this. Nobody's educated. There's no record stores. Nobody realizes that, like, music existed before dubstep. Well, dance music. That was it.
That breaks my heart.
You put out music under a couple different names, right? Mm-hmm. What's the difference between, there's like the Marshall Applewhite stuff and
Sludge.
then Oktored stuff?
Everything.
Everything else?
And then Cocky Bubble was like footwork, juke, ghetto tech, hood music. Ish. And that's it. Just those three.
What's the
and then
story of
Ghost
the new
Kids.
Lease
Okay.
record?
There is no Lease record. She got dropped from her label.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought your new single was with her singing on it.
that's just, I wrote that a long time ago.
Oh.
And then, like, there was actual good music on it, and I took all that away and
Okay.
replaced it with 2 kick patterns and a repetitive synth line, like 1-bar synth line, and then distortion pedals, and people eat it up. There's no thought involved.
You took all the music out.
Yeah. So, that's the key. I think that's the key to anything I'm involved with, is taking...
Do you feel disgusted with yourself?
No, I love it. It makes everything easier.
Right.
Spend 0 time on music. I spend a lot of time making a lot more. And it works. It's just dummy. They're all dummy tracks. It's easy to play. It's easy to listen to. And then I have time to make stuff that no one will ever hear or care about. So it's like the personal stuff that's like gratifying, you know? That will kill me one day. Because I want it to kill me. Right? Isn't that the point, like, of making stuff? You want it to kill
You'll
you?
eventually die from it.
Yeah.
I always thought you should want to eventually die. Your art should eventually kill you.
Breathing exercises. Didn't
I
the guy
know.
last week on your last week's show that I saw 6 months ago do breathing exercises like an asshole? Didn't he do asshole breathing exercises?
We did it
I
too.
think so.
But Mike almost died.
Yeah.
You did.
I almost put my finger on my forehead. You
I
did
fell
it.
for
I
You
did.
got
I was almost there.
tricked, bro.
I would
It's
be the
work. It
guy-
works though. I do it every night.
It's like everyone eats poison. I'd be the guy like, I'm gonna wait a minute to see if everybody else is okay. Everyone would be dead from the poisoned ho-hos.
Oh,
like-
this.
Today on the
I would
GMO
be
show,
eating it.
wink.
If that light was on, you could see your cute wink.
So how's Pedophobic Records doing? That's the real question.
Doing all right for the moment. I think the new Asbo Action Squad record is almost done. It's going to be like my first. It's going to be my first record that I sing on every track, like ever, and it's going to be the first full-length album I've released in almost 10 years now. So that's good. And the new Beanstalkers record is almost done, and I think those are going to come out simultaneously. And there's going to be at some point a release party for them, and I don't know.
Super about it. You should do it at that new UFO place on Trumbull.
Yeah, I know everybody's talking about that place.
I've never even heard anybody talk about that place. I only see it.
I've never been in
I was
there.
just saying the other day, like I'm too old to be like real excited about like the new really cool place is happening, you know. And it's like I don't want to go to there.
Yeah. Well, you can't do it at Ferran's anymore because they only serve food now.
They don't have a liquor license?
No, they serve booze, but they don't do any music.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, Ferran's. Oh, I was thinking of McCarthy's. But Ferran's, I remember electronic shows at Ferran's. Those were good times.
Those were really good times. It was small, low expectations.
Well, you said you wanted your release to be more like a candle party.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. The release wasn't gonna be. It's gonna be in the style of a Tupperware party, where we just have people over to the house and hang out and talk about music, and it's just like on a table is the product if you care to buy it, and we can get the boombox out and listen to the new records.
Do you force people to take it home and then return it to you?
Well,
if they don't buy
when
it?
you start talking to them about it, you put it in their hand and have them hold it. Then you tell them about it, and then you say, "Well, that's $5."
Do you clasp their hands in your hand?
You hold two of their hands in your hands with it in the middle. It's a layer of hands type of salesmanship.
Oh, speaking of CDs, I brought something for you guys. Here, will you put that? Show the people. That is hand-carved ivory. You know that white rhino they killed? It's his tusks. I made it out of his tusks.
It's beautiful.
Rare rhino sculpture piece.
Look at it.
You can actually play that on an actual.
You want to hold it?
I don't know. It fell apart in my hands.
Wait. Do you want to hold it?
You're right.
That's gonna be $5,000, man.
Right.
There's only 4 of them.
I didn't buy it because he didn't hold my hands.
I didn't ask you to. You guys don't owe me.
It's the debt of the show.
You owe me nothing.
We get a lot of gifts on this show.
Right.
Tenny
Really?
left a quarter in there.
Is it still in there?
I took it.
Okay.
I have other things for you too, like they call me Patrick SpongeBob at the pizza place for some reason. But they only charged me $9.54 for 2 medium specialty pizzas.
What?
Yeah.
That can't be possible.
Well, when you work for them for like 15 years and then get robbed.
Original meat eaters.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's my
show.
misogynist lighter. And
I'm
then
not holding it up. It's
I
going
have-
to be so small that you can't see what it is.
I have 3 record crates on me too.
Nice. This is pocket contents.
That's everything, dude. You could be me with that.
This is the kit.
It's the kit.
This is the Halloween kit.
So if you call up the pizza place and say, "This is Patrick SpongeBob,"
Oh, if I
get a
call
deal.
up, they'll just know.
oh, it has to be calling from your phone.
Finally,
That's my life savings right there.
you'll be listed in the
$14.
sponsors.
That's everything I have to my name. We can count it together.
10, 5, so that's 14.
Now keep in mind, I played this gigantic barn rave in Northern Illinois this week and got paid for that.
This is what you
This
got.
is my earnings. This is what techno gets you, kids. See, the problem is I don't do drugs. If I did drugs, I'd be dead.
You wouldn't have anything.
I wouldn't have anything.
You wouldn't
to
even
worry
have
about.
this
It
much.
wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have anything to worry about.
I don't think you can even buy drugs for $14.
No, but I'm a DJ. Like, you don't have to buy drugs. They're just given to you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So what do? Are you just saving them in a big box? You're just saving them
What,
all?
like
The
garbage?
drugs
No, the
that everyone
drugs.
gives you?
Oh, I just don't take them.
That fell onto your shoulder.
Oh.
Where's it at?
It's dangling off like a
See,
spider.
the problem about drugs and parties is if the cops show up and you have them on you, it pretty much is the same as doing them. So you might as well just do them. I
Look
personally,
at this. Nobody watching this believes any of us are not on drugs,
I don't do drugs.
and neither do I. But
I don't even drink. I smoke more cigarettes than humanly possible, which is
Me too.
why all of my awesome barn rave money is now in my lungs. It's in my lungs.
I think you and I are the final competitors in who smokes the most cigarettes. We're
Well.
the 2 finalists.
There's nothing else in life to do.
I know.
There's nothing. I have a girlfriend. She puts up with the smoking, even though she doesn't like it. She can't make me stop. I'm an adult. You know, like my parents can't tell me not to smoke. My dad's a smoker.
You just need to switch over to extreme stress all the time with nothing to do to relieve it.
I just don't care about anything enough to be stressed is the problem. I try to care. There's nothing to care about. Like I've done everything I wanted to do in life. And the problem is, I was brought up knowing for a fact that the year 2012 we were dead. We were all dead. We're dead.
Your parents told you that?
No, my uncle did.
Oh.
But like, I grew up believing that in my head. Remember Sightings, that show Sightings? Where they would like constantly like, there's an asteroid coming, there's war coming, the aliens or the ghosts. I stayed in a haunted hotel this weekend.
Did you get a
months ago.
discount, or was it something that you
Well,
paid to go do?
It was, we didn't want to stay at the barn rave the whole time
Right.
because like 15-year-old kids on Molly usually attack, you know, themselves to bad situations. So we got a hotel like 20 minutes away in this awesome town called Dixon.
Dixon, Illinois.
Dixon, Illinois. Where the cool thing on Saturday nights to do is hang out at the McDonald's. 'Cause that place was packed. So we, on the way there, we're like, well, maybe we should book a hotel because, you know, we're going to be there in 2 hours. And find this place called the Magnuson Dixon. And we were the only people staying there. They had
Wow.
smoking rooms. They're like, go ahead. Nobody's going to complain because this is a ghost town. Like, why would you stay? There's nothing here. There's nothing for miles. There's like nothing to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a church. There were like tanks. We saw lots of war memorial thing, but there's nothing. There's nothing to actually
Like
go
army
there
tanks.
and see. Out of commission, you know, where you drive down the highway and it's like, look, we got a helicopter and it's a jet plane. And
Cool.
they wouldn't stop and take pictures, but
Decommissioned.
yeah, I wanted to touch them. But so we get in this hotel and like after we play, we get back and my one friend was like giving birth to a demon in the bathroom. And I was just in my underwear ready to go to sleep and I hear like on the door and I'm like, what is this? So I open it, it's my friend. He's like, dude, did you hear all the girls running down the hall? And I'm like, that's not even like a logical thought. There's literally nobody here. And then the door shuts behind me, so now I'm in my underwear in the hall waiting for the birthing to end in the room. And so I'm walking around in my underwear. So we're just wandering this hotel, you know? And we hear like noises, like people talking, but there's no one there. And all these rooms are just open. Like you could just walk into the rooms, but there's like no furniture. There's no lights. There's nothing. So like, it was a bizarre place. And it's only $50 a night to stay there. And you get a smoking room with 2 beds.
Wow.
So, and the place next door is like this big Bavarian, like, inn kind of hall where it was fried chicken, all you could eat for $10 kind of place. And it wasn't buffet style. It was actually like, sit down and eat our shitty chicken. And it was good. But they thought we were there for karaoke. They were convinced. Like, the waitress was like, oh, you guys are karaoke. And then the one guy had to, like, dickhead his way in to be like, oh, we're DJs. And it's like, dude, I don't want to talk about that with this lady who clearly, like, could give 2 shits about any sort of, like, music that's not, like, what do they have there? Like, what do they really have in, like, Dixon, Illinois, outside of Ronald Reagan pictures everywhere? Isn't Reagan from there?
I don't even know.
Close, I'm assuming. Everything was Ronald Reagan, except for the Democratic National Party headquarters.
Is there?
I think so. There was a big building that said Democratic National Party.
Wow.
So, I don't know, man. None of that happened. We didn't even get a hotel. And there
Ronald
was no
Reagan.
chicken.
There was no chicken. Oh,
There was lots of chicken. Well, that's the problem. So you get all you can eat chicken, and it's like we just had food like 3 hours prior to that. We stopped at this like awful Buffalo Wild Wings. Like god awful. Like not that any of them are good.
right.
They don't sponsor this show, do they?
No,
not
nobody
anymore,
does.
apparently.
Okay, cool. So awful food, man. Like straight diarrhea wraps, right? So we just ate, but it was like all you can eat. This is America.
Challenge.
Yeah, so it was fresh. The chicken was fresh. You gotta order it for it to be all you can eat. Like you gotta keep ordering it.
Right.
So it was
If you
like
stop,
I
you
just
die.
had 4 pieces. It was like a half of a chicken. It was a breast, a thigh, 2 legs. Actually, that's more than half because you got and a wing.
These things.
No, breast, thigh, wing, leg. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 4 pieces, and they give you like your choice of potato and coleslaw and a drink. And it was like, well, this is all you can eat. We gotta like re-rack this chicken.
Yeah.
So then they bring more out, and it's like I can't even eat this. So we're just like eating the skin
Oh,
and like
Throwing the rest
healthiest
away.
part.
well, you know, like then you have to like keep eating and I don't know.
Do they look at your plate and see like how much of it you ate before you get to the next
She
one?
didn't even care.
They were
Like
happy to
by
see
that
a live
point, one of
soul.
the guys had convinced her we're all superstar DJs, and she was just like, burp, burp, burp. You sure you don't want to sing karaoke? And it's like, no, dude. Like,
She thought you were singing,
what
DJ.
songs do you even have? But yeah, we're sitting there. I was waiting for Simply Red to come on. Never happened. It's like, what else do you guys listen to? I don't. Like, what else would you listen to? That place sucks, man. So, yeah, they played Sugar Ray. My one friend
Okay.
got really excited because it was like the Super Cat intro where it's just like,
Oh yeah.
cool beat, Super Cat. And he's like, oh, dude, they actually got good music. And then it's Sugar Ray.
Right.
And he wanted to kill himself. I was like, we should do it, dude. We should play this show and come back and kill ourselves.
That's why the hotel is haunted. It's all the people who killed themselves. from it.
Refill
Probably.
the ghost hotel with
Yeah.
new ghosts, fresh souls to wander the halls.
So I took a shit between like the box spring and the mattress. Left it.
Haunted.
The key to that,
Spooky.
the key to that though, wasn't in my name. The rooms were in someone else's
Perfect.
name.
So it's a victimless crime.
It is. And they had this like, they had these like cards on the bed like, do you want us to wash your sheets?
No.
Because apparently there's this crisis of like detergent.
A detergent.
I don't know
drought.
if it's like an Illinois thing or a Dixon thing in general.
Thank you for joining us on Royal Oak Comics Party.
Bye.